Hello, welcome to the Clarinet Companion course, and this is lesson 5 out of our lessons of when I've been looking at the first steps to learning the clarinet. Now we've learned to play the clarinet, we've put it together, we've learned about the reed and the mouthpiece, and we've blown a few notes and learned how to tongue. And now at this stage we're going to put the clarinet away until our next practice session, and there are certain things that we have to do to take care of the instrument. I always start taking the clarinet apart with the reed. Now take the reed off first and take the ligature off. Now always put your ligature in a safe position, particularly if you've paid a lot of money for a Van Doren one. These ones are 45, 50 pounds each now. Put them safely away in the case, out of the way. Don't, whatever you do, put your ligature on the ground or anywhere somebody can stand on it or lean on it or something like that, because it'll bend very easily. Once they're bent, they don't work. They're broken, you have to get a new one. And put the clarinet down for the moment, and we'll deal with the reed first. Now it's important when you finish that you dry the reed. If you put the reed away wet with saliva, the saliva will act upon the reed, and bear in mind that reed is basically, it's a vegetable, it's a hard vegetable, that's what it is, and your saliva will start to act on the woody substance and deteriorate it very quickly, so you have to dry it off. Your other alternative is to put it back into your water and let it soak for a while before you dry it off. That'll let it leach out some of the saliva from the reed. So, to dry off your reed, hold it firmly between your left hand thumb and finger, and use your other thumb and middle finger as a squeegee to dry the reed off. Now after you've done this about 5 or 6 times, the reed is actually quite dry to the touch, and it's safe to put away. You put it away like this and your reed will last for quite a long time. Again, we spoke about this earlier in the course. When you're putting away the reed, do learn how to put the reed away in your case properly so you don't damage it. In this case it's a Van Doren case, so we put in the thick end first, then in the side of the reed, and gently push in the tip so it's protected. Once that's done, you can put the reed away in the case, and we'll turn attention to the rest of the clarinet. Now I'm going to take the mouthpiece off and clean the mouthpiece. Now, to clean your clarinet, you will need a pull through. Now this is my pull through. This is a buffet pull through. It's a nice one. You get various makes of pull through. Basically it's just a big handkerchief with a cord and a weight on the end. Some of them are quite bulky, and that can be a problem, and I'll show you why that can be a problem in a minute. With the mouthpiece, drop the weighted end through the mouthpiece, but just use the very top section of the pull through to clean out the inside of the mouthpiece. Don't yank the pull through right through the mouthpiece, because over time you'll wear the mouthpiece down and cause damage. You want to be very gentle with the mouthpiece when you're cleaning it. Also with the mouthpiece, be careful of it at all times, because the tip is quite delicate. If you drop it and it hits something solid, you'll break it and have to replace it. Once you've dried off the mouthpiece, put the ligature back on and then put the cap on. If you're just wanting to put your clarinet away for a short time, it's possible to leave the reed on the ligature. So we put the reed on the mouthpiece rather, like so. And I'll pretend that this is on the clarinet. Then you can just put the cap on. When you do so, put it on carefully like so you don't damage the tip of the reed. Okay. Now put that away now. Now this is a wooden clarinet. If you own a wooden clarinet, always put it away in its box. Always dry it out thoroughly and put it away in its box. If you own a plastic clarinet, many of my pupils who have plastic clarinets just give them a quick clean through and leave them on a clarinet stand. Never do that with a wooden instrument, because it will expose it to the temperature, it will pick up moisture, and the chances are when you come back to it, you won't be able to get it apart. A wooden clarinet always has to be cared for very carefully. Now, using the pull through, I'm going to drop it through the length of the clarinet, and do what its name says. You pull it through. This will clean out the inside of the clarinet. Notice I'm cleaning out the inside of the joint as well at the end. Do that a couple of times. Now, there is something to be wary of with the clarinet, and it's very difficult to show you this on the video, but if you go to the website www.clarinetcompanion.com, there are very good pictures of this that you can see. Inside the upper joint there is a key here that pokes out into the middle of the barrel. Now when you're cleaning out your clarinet, particularly if you've got a bulky pull through, you'll find very often it comes through to about here and it sticks. Now whatever you do, don't try and drag it through. Don't get a knitting needle and try and pound it through, because all you're going to do is stick this inside and you'll have to go to your local repairman who will get a knife and cut it out. What you do is you actually pull it back out. Pull it back out that way and then try again. And if it sticks, pull out again, and eventually you'll find it will go through. Bulky new pull-throughs can sometimes take a bit of pulling, but if it really sticks, for goodness sake, don't just keep yanking through. You'll just stick it inside your clarinet. Now, once you've pulled through your clarinet, take it apart the opposite way you put it together. So we take the barrel straight off, hold the two joints in the same way as we did to put it together. So hold the bottom joint here, hand over the top, down on the key in the middle so that we'll lift the lever here, gentle little turns and pull. Now you'll find mine comes apart very easily, but it's quite an old clarinet. If you've got a new clarinet, this can be quite stiff. So be careful how you apply pressure onto the clarinet. Then put your instrument away carefully in its case. Again, hold the lower joint down here, twist and turn the bell off and put that away. Just put your pull through away in your case, and then you can machine wash your pull through once every so often to keep it nice and sweet. Now the last thing, and one of the most important things, is when you close your case, double check that you've actually put the catches on. Because I have done this once. I was demonstrating to children, closed the case, forgot, picked it up, and I had my double case with my A clarinet and B flat clarinet, and all the pieces went flying across the floor. It's the only time I've ever done it. I just about died. Don't do that, you'll break it. Okay, so make sure that your catches are engaged. If you've got a lock like I've got, put your barrel lock on. This is a combination lock, and that'll make sure that's not going to come undone. Always make sure it's done up before you lift it. Okay? And if you visit the website clarinetcompanion.com, you'll get detailed photographs and the videos on there as well, and further lessons.